to motherfucking Polsbo. Hey YouTube, so it's time for your next iteration of Navy life, and this episode, video, whatever, is going to be directly related to last week's, which was going to A school. So when I made that video of A school and I explained the liberty limits, a few people either messaged me or left a comment questioning the restrictions that you're on, the liberties. And you know, I always have people like my family and stuff when I talk to them about it, and other people who aren't in the military, and they hear about it and they're like, you guys, you know, you're giving up part of your life, you serve the country and this and that, why the hell do they treat you guys like children? Like, why do they babysit you guys? And there's the correct answer, which I'll give you the correct answer, and there's also the answer that the Navy kind of doesn't want a lot of people to know about, and I'm here to share that with you because I'm great like that. Now remember, this is going to be pertaining specifically to sub-A school, which is in Groton, Connecticut. I never went to any of the other A schools. I've heard about nuclear school, nuke A school, power school. I've heard stories, so I can share a couple of stories from there. But these are going to be, mainly, I'm going to be sharing like the big events that happened while I was there that explains why we get treated the way we do. Now, for the immediate correct answer, the reason we get so babysat and coddled is because the Navy, the country itself, has invested a lot of money in us. Between me going to boot camp and then graduating A school, I want to say, now this is going to sound weird, or I guess inhumane, but I am worth to the Navy, I want to say, a little over $2 million. And the more qualifications I do, the higher that amount goes. That's the more I've learned, the more I could deal with, and so on and so forth. Because at the end of the day, unfortunately, every service member, every enlisted service member, we're a number, honestly. And to put that in perspective for you, if I were to take up cutting, like I started self-harm, not only would I get immediately taken out of submarines, but I could be charged with a UCMJ article, destruction of government property, because I literally am government property. And that is the correct answer, is that there's a lot of money invested in us, and they don't want you to get hurt or to get taken out of the Navy or to do something stupid before you get to go to the fleet and you do your job. Now we're gonna get into the answer that you're not supposed to really know about, like the things that get kind of hush-hush. All right, so I'm gonna tell a few stories. These all happened while I was there, and I was there from August to I want to say June. So August 2013 through June 2014. I think maybe it may have been July. Yeah, it was July. I graduated July. Okay, so okay, you with me? Okay. So one of the big things that happened, one of the huge things, I know a lot about it because of I'm a sonar tech, is what we call the Dirty 30. Those cops probably thought I'm fucking crazy. Just waved to some cops. I don't know if show on camera, but the Dirty 30, and what that was there was a class of sonarmen in A school that got caught up in a big underage drinking scandal. And that class started getting referred to as the Dirty 30 because it was basically the entire class was involved in it. And while I was there, essentially what happened was the numbers was probably still rising after I left. Before I left, it was up to 70-something cases of captain's mast because of underage drinking, directly related to that one incident. And when it ended up happening, it was like one guy got caught, and he figured, oh, I'll get off easy if I snitch. And then the next idiot thought the same thing, and so on and so forth. So they all started snitching on each other, and it turned out none of them got any leniency, and they all got fucked. So, yeah, I'm not saying, you know, if you get caught in that situation in the Navy, not to, whatever. So, yeah, the Navy right now especially is taking anything involving drugs, alcohol, or sexual assault extremely seriously. You know, like back in the day, the Navy, you know, drunken sailors, you know, that was the thing. You know, sailors drink like a sailor. People still say it, you can drink like a sailor. which is true. We could drink, but the punishments for DUIs and all that stuff has escalated to a level where it's not even worth risking anymore. It's like back in the day, it used to be like, what are you, fucking stupid? And you get a little extra work, you lose a little pay, and that was it. You get caught doing any kind of shit like that nowadays, your ass is gone, or worse, you end up in the brig. So yeah, that was the Dirty 30 scandal, and a lot of those guys were in like the lower liberty things too. So I mean, fuck. All right, so continuing with the stories. These two are worse, by far worse. They may not be directly related. Well, one of them's not directly related to liberty at all. Well, kind of is, but at the same time, no. Like, him having more liberty probably would not have fixed it. However, there was a shipmate. By the way, this is just graphic, by the way. I'll put a disclaimer at the start of the video that I'm describing graphic things, I guess. But this guy, I don't know his name. I didn't know. I'm friends with one of his who used to be his friend, but I don't know the guy myself. And what ended up happening was, it was around Christmas time, and apparently him and his girlfriend got in a fight over Skype, because that's how you talk to your girlfriend when you're in the Navy and you can't go anywhere, over Skype, and she ended up dumping him. So that very same day, he went into his shower and tied something around his neck. I don't know what it was. It wasn't his belt, but he did tie something around his neck. And what he ended up doing was he leaned back in the shower. Oh, he tied the other end to the shower, the bar that holds the curtain. He tied the other end to the bar, and he leaned back in the shower and jumped out with all of his power, like as hard as he could. He slung himself out in an attempt to break his neck. And I don't know whether he succeeded or not in breaking his neck. I do know he succeeded in killing himself. And what ended up happening was the shower was on? No, not in this incident. The shower wasn't on, but the door was locked, and it took him, like, his roommates, like 2 days. 2 days, shitty ass roommates, to finally get somebody to go and kick in the door. And that's how they found that guy. And it was because of the girlfriend leaving him. Which, as I've said in another video, one of my really old videos when I first got out here in Washington, that is not worth killing yourself over. Some cute girl is not worth dying for. I don't care what she did for you or to you to make you think that she is, but you'll find somebody else. You'll find somebody better. It'll work out. So that is one of the... I lose my shit when people get depressed over that, especially in the military. But moving forward, next story was, I think this one is kind of related to liberty. I'll leave that up to you. And that is, this guy was doing... He was doing a narcotic. I can't remember if it was meth or cocaine. And yet again, I didn't know the guy personally. I was friends with his roommate. And that guy's actually stationed out here now, his roommate is. The guy I knew, I should say. But, so this guy was doing a narcotic, and he overdosed with the shower on in his room. In his bathroom, with the door locked, yet again. And the dude killed himself. I don't think he was dead when they found him. But pretty much he was dead when they found him. That one took 16 hours, because my friend was like, what the fuck, get out of the shower, why is the shower still running? And they kicked open the door, and they found this guy laying in the steamy restroom. There were needles involved. So whatever you shoot up with heroin, it was heroin, there you go, he overdosed on heroin. What the fuck you doing using heroin, first off, in the Navy? But I'm not going to talk badly about somebody who passed. But that guy did end up dying because of this. And I would say, yeah, that's directly related to liberty, because that's the only way you get off base. That's the only way you can go and even meet these people to get your drugs and get your fix. Continuing right on. I'm not going to stop between stories here. This is story time with Seaman Syntax. And the next one's directly related to us. It is definitely a liberty-based occurrence. And that's that this guy wanted a motorcycle, and he'd never ridden a motorcycle before, never owned one before. So what does this guy do? He listens to his friends who also don't know shit about motorcycles, and he goes out and he buys a Suzuki Hayabusa as his first bike. Without any other military training, without any of that. He didn't take the basic rider's course, none of that. I shit you not, this guy, I think, wrecked that bike. Within the week of him getting it, he had already totaled it. Totaled, gone. And he was badly hurt. He's no longer in the Navy. And that is definitely directly related to liberty. And you know, I keep making it sound like if you give us freedoms, you know, we're gonna do stupid shit, but that's not the case. What's happening is people are making really stupid fucking decisions, and this is what's happening. And that's why the statistic is really weird. Like if you talk to a submariner like me, who is also a recruiter, they'll tell you what the numbers are for successfully getting somebody from recruiting all the way through the pipeline onto the boat, and then for them to stay on the boat. Because I can quit at any time. I could say I give up, you know, I can't handle this, I can't be underwater this long, I quit. And I can literally do that and get out of submarines. So for somebody to go all the way through the pipeline and to stay, like the percentage of that is so microscopic, it's insane. But pretty much, well, the moral of this story is, all of these little stories is, actually I have one more before I get to the moral. One more. This guy did know directly, and I took him out to buy a car, and it was like a couple of towns over. I drove out in my car to help him get a car, and he bought a Toyota, not a 4Runner, something 4. I forgot what the hell it was called. Some fucking car. Anyway, he went to go get this SUV. And fast forward 2 weeks after we get him, you know, I help him to get the SUV, and he stays out all night. Remember I told you the Liberty means, blue card means you have to be back before 6 a.m. on the following day. I can't see shit right now. I don't know if the camera can. Jesus. But basically he stayed out all fucking night until like, I don't know, like 4 or 5. So suddenly it's, oh shit, I gotta get back to base. And he hadn't slept. So he attempts to drive back to base at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and he falls asleep on the road, goes off the road, and flips his new to him car and totals it. And I actually saw him that same day. I didn't realize what had happened because he looked like shit, and I was like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? And then I found out later, somebody told me the story. I was like, holy shit, my bad. But yeah, so basically the moral of me telling you guys all this shit that happened in A school is to hammer in what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you this a lot. Every Friday you'll get told this, and it's don't make stupid decisions. Have a plan. And like I swear to God, every Friday we get told that. Have a plan. Have a plan. You have my number. You have this guy's number. You have somebody's number. Call these people if something goes wrong. Don't put yourself at risk. You know, they always beat that into our heads. And it's true. You know, have a fucking plan, and don't ruin your career. I don't care what rate you are or what branch you're in. If you're not even there yet doing your job, why are you taking any kind of risks? A school is literally the perfect time to sit in your room, play video games, go work out now and then, and bank that money. Because you don't really need to go anywhere. You don't really need to do anything. You can literally just go to school for a couple hours, come home, and do nothing. And you get paid to do this. A school was amazing because you do nothing and you get paid. I'm not even joking. That's all A school is. Doing nothing, getting paid. So yeah, guys, that's your Navy life for this week, and your Navy lesson, and that's always have a plan and don't make stupid fucking decisions. Right, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the freeway here and probably go waste some more gas. So if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, go ahead and leave me your comments. Send me any message you want, and I'll get back to you guys. You stay safe out there.